Okay. Hello, team. I swear to God, this camera. Hello? What are you doing? There you go. Thank you for participating. Alright. Anyway. Hello everyone. How are we all doing? Hopefully people have accumulated. Let me make sure all my shit's in order. Okay. Anyway. Hi. So. I think the only task I had left to get this ready to be worn again is I wanted some Velcro like right here to keep the belt in place better. I'm not super sure how I'm gonna attach the Velcro to this because I don't know if I want to try to wrangle this thing into my sewing machine. But attaching the Velcro to the belt part will be a lot easier with the sewing machine, so we're gonna do that. And I already cut some Velcro, so you can see this is going on that belt, but I'm gonna just sew it to make it bigger. So I guess sewing machine first. Well, I wonder if I can get a better angle with this camera setup. I don't know. We'll find out. It's been a while since I sewed on stream. I should probably plug in the hot glue gun too. I'm still like cleaning up a little bit from all the LED work I was doing. Did a lot of that. Thankfully, I think, mostly done with that up until it becomes time to sew the duck knight, which I'm scared of, but whatever, future problem. Oh yeah, I guess semi-related for sewing the duck knight. I had all my fabric samples because I realized, oh yeah, this fabric right here, this is fake leather that I bought that would look very accurate to that costume. But then I got some pants from Goodwill that were like a similar fabric, and I wore them around the house for 10 minutes, and I was like, oh, if I make a bodysuit out of that, like wrap my entire core in that, I will die. So I need a new plan. Yeah. At least I didn't go ahead with making the whole bodysuit before realizing the error of my ways. So, yeah, we'll do some test sewing things on these. I think these were my top picks. I was leaning towards this one. Oh my god, my cat got to it, so it's covered in fluff now. Dude, they are so barely different on the camera. That's really funny. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, you guys can see it. So I'm leaning towards this middle one here. There we go. Yeah, that way. Yeah, because I think that'll just look better. But we'll do some tinkering with that later. Oops. I don't know, or maybe we're gonna devolve into nail painting stream at some point, because maybe I'll get tired of looking at my nails the way they are. we're just gonna fucking hang out. We'll see. Alright. Let's get this sewing machine out. Hopefully not cause an avalanche. Oh, I guess. So, what's going to be the best angle for bringing you guys oh, what the fuck did I? Oh, that was the thing. Okay. What's going to be the best angle to bring you guys along for sewing? We're gonna learn about that, I guess. I think maybe from my side, try to get the, well, but the camera's gonna be in that camera's frame. I wonder, I don't know, fuck it, let's see if we can bring you guys in, like over here. So, let's see, how far out will this go? I'll go about that far. Okay. Okay, that's something. Let me try. There we go. Straighten it out more, maybe? And then, hi, hello. We're experimenting, team. We're just experimenting here. Okay, I mean, that's a little bit better view of the sewing machine. Not great. But I mean, it is reflecting directly into that camera. Okay. I don't know. So, it is already, nope. I just poked it. Okay. So, it is loaded already with black thread. So I kind of want to test something I've been meaning to test on my, I think, chosen fabric for the Death Knight, because like it's pretty opaque. I mean, okay, you can see light through it, but like can't really see my fingies. So I wanted to see, so I think this is supposed to be a stretch stitch, and I wanted to see how it stretches with that on there. I know I'm gonna have to tinker more long term, but I just wanted to test some stuff. Is my foot not working? There it goes.
Sinu Amanola.
Hello, thank you for the follow. I love those boobies. Amazing. Thank you for the follow. Wow, that sounds interesting. Okay. Alright, let's try just seeing what that does. I love this sewing machine so much. Because it ties a knot for me and then cuts the thread. So, oof, that does. Well, it's only really visible with light behind it, those holes. But it doesn't seem to affect the stretch too much because, very basically, this design has on the bodysuit like a a pattern. So I'm gonna draw just like a really tiny version of that pattern. On here, where's my mouse? Put it up there. Oh my god. My table's been in pure chaos. It's not been set up to stream in a while. So, sorry. So it's got like a, overlapping pattern. Oh my god, it's not gonna. Alright. Fine. This stuff has become my new favorite chalk. Let me try to get this where I can see it and also the camera so I know what I'm doing. Yeah, this has been my new favorite chalk. It's just really nice. Oh my god, I'm a disaster. I'm so sorry. All these loud noises. Okay. Anyway. Only thing is with these, I don't recommend using them when you're mad, because if you angrily set them down on the table, they will shatter. I found out. So, this pattern, it kinda goes like that, and then like so that, and then above that. I have no idea what that kind of. It looks like it's going for kind of a woven appearance, even though it's very much not woven. Let's see, so that would be top. So I'm gonna try just like stitching over these lines to try to, oh, that shows up really nicely on the camera actually. So I'm gonna just try stitching over these lines a little bit and see how that affects the stretch. Also, ow, that kind of hurt my wrist. That kind of fucking sucks. Anyway, I'm gonna speed this up a tiny bit. So, actually, I'm gonna mute the mic while I'm doing this because it's loud. So, and I should also make sure I can see chat in case anybody says anything. Nobody said anything, but just in case.
Booty, 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 rockin' everywhere. Booty, 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 rockin' everywhere. Booty, 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 rockin' everywhere. Rockin' everywhere.
What? Hello? Thank you. Oh my god, thank you so much. Hi, how are you doing? And also, thank you. That is very appreciated. That is a huge chunk of the over there donation goal. Thank you, because my cats are expensive. Yeah, they're really fucking expensive. How are you doing? I very much appreciate it. It's just kind of been like, I had enough like to make everything work out. And then like, the cat's getting sick, it was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, and just the mental toll of all that on top of it all, but They're doing much better. They are, we actually just had blood work done for my 15-year-old cat, Drek. And it actually came back really quickly. But just because we weren't sure how he was going to be doing afterwards, because, yeah, being without food and water for a period of time can very quickly damage their kidneys, and yeah, so his kidneys are a little bit worse, but that might be also because we were changing around one of his other medications. So we're just adjusting the dosage on that medication, and we had to get him on some more expensive food as well. But he's otherwise doing very well. He woke me up last night playing with his toy, because I got him one of his favorite toys, which is like a little bird that makes chirpy noises when you play with it. Yeah, it's super fucking cute, because he is really dumb. He doesn't play well with like the wand toys, but that little chirpy bird, he like charges it, and he'll grab it and like just toss it in the air, and just has a fucking blast. So yeah, he's doing all right for an old man. So yeah, I'm gonna mute again real quick just because I'm gonna blast through this line. But how are you doing? What are you up to? I mean, so far the stretch on this isn't bad. Doing good? Oh, yeah. Oh, they did? Okay. Dang. Alright. Obviously, if I do this for real, the lines will be straight. Or closer to straight. But for now, actually, maybe you can tell me, is the sewing machine, is that too loud? Or is it okay? Yeah, dude. We actually kind of, right before I lost my job. You can hear me clear? Okay. Yeah, so right before I lost my job, we actually got a mini split installed in our garage for working out. Like, I've been doing barbell lifting. And like I have a little workspace out there too, which reminds me, the printer should be visible. And hi Dustin, how you doing? Well, whatever. The printer's printing some Hearthstones right now. I forgot to click the button to make it visible on stream. But yeah, it's printing some Hearthstones out in the garage, so it's no longer right over there. It's over there. FanFusion is in a little under 2 weeks. Actually, hang on, I have it. 12 days. 12 days. I'm actually goofing off right now, but it's Death Knight related goofing off, so it's good. I'm just testing some stitches because I already had like black thread loaded in here, so I'm just testing like stitching into the fabric, like the pattern, because I'm not going to be able to do it the way I thought I was going to be able to do it, so yeah. But yeah, FanFusion is soon, and I'll be wearing my priest on Saturday. because they asked me to participate in the Masterwork guest spotlight. So like they're spotlighting the cosplay guests, and basically wanted us to wear something like, you know, masquerade worthy and put on like a mini masquerade performance. And I'm like, that's the only thing I got. So guess I'm fixing it. So I have fixed the damage to the gems that happened after Sabo, and I fixed up the code, and I did actually get party mode working with my lights. And part of it's over in front of my computer actually, because I need to just modify the code to add my on-off switch. But otherwise, it's mostly ready. I need to add some padding for my right hand here too. So I think... Oh wait, you know what? This is actually a piece of the costume that I am really glad I exported the model and like unwrapped the texture for, because it's really hard to tell what's going on unless you see it flat. So let me go find my picture. References. Unwrap texture, as long as you ignore the body horror. It's because like the unwrap texture has, you know, the giant character face. Okay. Yeah, because like it's really weird. This fucking pattern. I don't totally understand it. Even looking at it like that, I'm like, the fuck you talking about, Blizzard? I don't know. I might go look at this armor set on like the other characters and see if there's like a different race, but I don't feel like the textures are actually going to be different per race. So, but maybe it'll be proportioned differently. Okay, but we'll just keep blazing through this, I guess.
Yes, you'll
Cool.
stay with us.
Yay, thank you for the sub, Jasmine. Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna continue this way. Yeah. We'll worry about getting the pattern accurate later. Right now I'm just testing whether or not it ruins the ability of this to stretch. Well, and I also don't see like a long enough section of this pattern to know what the fuck's happening. Oh yeah, Jasmine, you don't follow me on Instagram? I was posting a lot about it on Instagram. Yeah, very basically, like that kind of has the TLDR, but they both got like a stomach bug because like Drek has monthly arthritis injections, and so like almost exactly 2 days after that injection he got sick. It was a whole fucking thing because like that was the same day that like I had this Electric Callboy concert that I made this silly shirt for, and I was like back and forth like, do I go? And my husband got home from work, and at that point we were like, you know, he might just be not feeling super great, like we're not sure how bad it is, like they're probably just we're not gonna take him to the emergency vet right away anyway, because yeah, they're gonna just tell us to see what happens. So I went to the concert, and then he got worse, and then my husband took him to the emergency vet, and it was horrible for him. And yeah, I had to just, you know, try to just enjoy the concert, which the concert was great. And I'm very good at disassociating, so took advantage of that skill. But yeah, then the next morning, Omi got sick too. And at that point, we're like, well, at least that narrows it down to, like, it's not something like, Babu didn't eat something and it's stuck in his stomach or whatever. But yeah, it was very scary to have both cats sick. And they were not regaining their appetite. They didn't want to eat. I had to syringe feed them for, I think it was 4 days. 4 days. Yeah. Exactly. It's that's why it was like, can we just try to make it to Monday, please? Yeah, and it was a lot of money. And then, yeah, we had to get his blood work done again, just recently to see how he's doing. But yeah, good news is they're both better. Babu Drek, he's doing great. Fully recovered, having a blast, playing with toys, waking me up. So, but yeah, it was expensive, and I've been unemployed since March. So, yeah, that sucked. We're doing okay-ish financially, but, you know, emergency vet. Okay. Yeah, they're doing much better now. I'm really glad they both just fully recovered. Okay. So I might be able to do the stitching on that to get a little bit more of that emphasized. It's really close together right now because I'm just doing a mini version of it. In actual, like, scale, let's see. So, like, for my upper arm, one of these, like, panels would be, like, this wide. So it's gonna be, like, really far apart, but it's gonna be really hard to get those lines straight. But then again, it's gonna get stretched over a body, so then it doesn't really. Let's see. Yeah, you stretch it a little, and then you can't really tell. Here, I'm gonna put it down. Yeah, stretch it a little bit, and you can't really tell. Yeah, I'm still gonna probably end up airbrushing, like painting that on. Okay. Good to know, though. That's something I wanted to test out. Alright, now let's go back to what we were doing with actually updating the priest. Ah, dude, the Patreon is I might need to replace this. I'm so tempted to take it apart and see if I can fix it, though. The Patreon is just... Their platform is very tedious and very frustrating to, like, try to remember to log into and, like, post stuff on. Okay. Please don't just randomly start sewing again. Thank you. Okay. Anyway, need to switch out colors. Let's see, I think this was priest thread. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. This isn't going to be visible. But I'm not doing black thread because it'll be ugly. You know what? We'll just use this other stuff. So I have 2 bobbins of this thread because I don't think it fit on the sewing machine or something like that, so I just put one up there and one down at the bottom. It works. Okay. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Having a good Sunday? Hopefully some of you have tomorrow off. I've worked a lot of jobs where I did not get Memorial Day off, so. I feel like it would be unsurprising if a lot of people still had to work it. Yeah, tomorrow is Memorial Day for us. It's also my mom's birthday, but we're not on speaking terms right now, so. Yeah. It's a fun part of life. I'm sure a lot of people would be like, oh my god, that's horrible. You have to at least say happy birthday. It's like, she told me she didn't want to talk to me anymore because I asked for accountability. Okay. Oh, it is a holiday. Okay. I feel like, yeah. Yeah, my mom is a problem. But, alas, I am capable of setting boundaries, and she doesn't like that. She's not a fan of that version of me that is capable and does set boundaries and, like, maintain some. Yeah, but I'm unemployed, so every day's a holiday. I have been, like, every morning. The cats usually, like, as soon as I turn off the white noise or, like, they know I'm awake, they come cuddle with me. And it's been like, well, there's nothing else for me to be doing, so let's sit in bed for an hour, guys. And I just hang out with the cats for an hour. 'Cause why not? While I can. Alright, I'm just making this Velcro a little wider. Because I want to not have to be accurate when I'm putting this on. So. Yeah. That might be more than she deserves, though. I was considering, like, I haven't been responding to her phone calls because, yeah, like, that's a trap. But the texts, like, she had, like, such an opportunity to have, like, a normal conversation and, like, normal interactions with me. Because she got a new kitten, and I'm like, send me pictures immediately, please. And like, I literally didn't touch anything. And it moved. I think I'm gonna need a new foot. So, anyway. But yeah, I literally, like, didn't say anything else. And she never sent me a picture of the cat. And it's like, just be normal. Just be normal and, like, invite me over and be like, hey, do you wanna just, like, stop by, meet the cat? that I have sent you a picture of like you asked. That's it. That's all she had to do. That's all she had to do. It's right there. But it's like, yeah, exactly. It's like, look, you got me. You have said the magic word of kitten. I would like to see. I would like to, like, come on. Work with me. Like, bare minimum of do not actively emotionally abuse me can be suspended for sake of kitten. But, like, you gotta work with me here. But yeah, she did not deliver on pictures of kitten, and then continued to deliver on unnecessary emotional abuse, and it was just like, why? This is so easy. It's so easy to just not be like that. Yeah. So anyway, oh yeah, and the other thing that's been pissing me off is like, I know she follows me on Instagram, and that's part of why she texted me, was because I posted like something about being, you know, frustrated with my current situation with like having like 2/3 of hands most of the time, and she was like responding to that, and I'm like, maybe also say congratulations on this like major convention thing. It's sewing and my foot is off the thing. It's possessed. Oh my god. Well, okay. Why does everything go wrong at the same time? Like, oh. Why is it paused? Why are the Hearthstones paused? Oh my god, it thinks it's tangled. Okay, I must go convince the 3D printer that it wants to live. You want to see the baby? I have no idea where he is. How about, I'm gonna go fix the 3D printer, get the view of it going in here. And then I'll see if I can convince him to be present. So, BRB. Okay, I've returned. And hello? It's really annoying that that doesn't automatically return. So he is currently napping in his favorite spot, which is a chair right next to where my husband sits on his computer. So I brought you pictures of the baby. So you can see, like, ooh, that's my husband's chair. Right there. And he like always sleeps on that. And you can see, he is quite sleepy. He did not like the interruption, but I gave him scritches. So, that's where he's hanging out. Now that I've awoken him, he might go over there and yell at me. He yells at me while I'm in here crafting. Oh yeah, I picked up my phone to see how much it was going to cost me. Oh cool, that one's out of stock. Oh my god, I fucking hate what the internet has become. I swear to god. Every website. Join our mailing list. Do you accept cookies? Oh, what fucking model of thing are you? Okay, anyway. Can you just sign me in? Why won't it sign me in? Oh my god. And then everybody has everybody has such a shit mobile website because they're like, use our app. You know what? That's a good question, actually. Let's go find out. I'm not seeing it here. Yeah, the latest release, it's still showing Willkommen in der Dunkelheit. Yeah. I need to add it to Deezer, but also I've been very, very, very close to just going back to Spotify. Yeah, mobile, I know mobile websites are a pain, but like, it's one of those, like, if the basic function of your website doesn't work on mobile, like if I can't sign into my account and see what I have purchased before on your e-commerce website for one of the largest sewing machine companies in the entire fucking world, then like, what the fuck? Like, if I have to go to use desktop site, okay, why won't you sign me in? Like, I keep clicking sign in and it's not giving me an error. Okay. Did I do it on Firefox? I don't know. Yeah, as long as it does the basic function of the website, like, whatever. Look. It's saying my password's incorrect, but like that's the password that I have saved, so I don't know what else it could be. Because if my password isn't saved, then I don't know what the fuck it is. Because I don't participate in that part. Actually, I don't feel like. Okay, there we go. Found the email. It is a heavy-duty 6800C sewing machine. That's all I fucking needed. Holy shit. Okay, now can I get from here to compatible replacement parts? I just want to know how much it's going to cost me. They want to sell me everything except a replacement presser foot. Or a replacement pedal. Okay, fine. Apparently I can't answer that question quickly. Holy shit. That's annoying. Alright. Well, next time it starts sewing on its own, I might just throw my feet on the camera to show you guys that I am not pressing it. Because that's annoying. Okay. So basically this is the piece right here that I need to add some Velcro to. It already has a considerable amount of Velcro because the way this works is, let me scoot my chair so I can stand here. So it goes around like this, and then I Velcro it here, and then the belt, the decorative belt piece goes on here. But in some pictures I noticed this slides like up or down, and it shows this section right here, which actually, you know what, let me switch over here. So it ends up showing, oh, the phone camera is actually really funny. So it ends up showing like the ends of these gold pieces right here, or yeah, like it'll slide a little too low right here. So I'm just gonna put a piece of Velcro right here that this will stick to, so it gets put in the right spot and it doesn't move at all anywhere. Yeah, it might adjust like as I walk or as I sit or whatever. But that means, yeah, there's gonna be more Velcro on this side. Alright. Here we go. So now you all understand the mission. So there's this Velcro on this side. This is the serious business Velcro. Because this is the piece that I was like, I need this to like for realsies stay on. Oh yeah, that's right. There's actually some Velcro right here that is peeling up a little bit, so I can stitch that very quickly. But all of the all of the sewing on this was done before all of this bulky gold trim was added on there. And that bulky gold trim is going to make sewing this at all exciting. So let's see if we can get in here and like fix that even just a little bit. I think we'll be able to. Oh my god. I forgot to turn the speed up. Calm down. I am not that level of brave to like, you know, be at those industrial speeds. Alright, we're gonna just knot it there. Call that good. I was worried that had happened. Okay, so if you guys are wondering why there hasn't been a lot of progress on the Death Knight, it's because this is what every day has looked like for me. Just random shit goes wrong. So, that sound. Oh, okay, it's not too bad. Let's see. Okay. It means it failed to cut underneath. And usually that means I've got like a... Yeah, there's a few threads that are like a little fucked up here. Where did my top thread go? I guess my top thread broke. So, that's cool. But anyway. That's stitched down well enough, I think. It's not gonna go anywhere. God, fucking hate this shit. Alright, where is my thread? I think we're up here. Which, if you guys haven't ever done sewing or like... Oh yeah, what the fuck's going on here? Okay. Run back to normal job. Alright. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you again for contributing to the kitty fund. Hope you have a great day. Okay. Let's fucking try to just get this shit done and not think about it again. Okay, so this is... Where the fuck was that supposed to go? There's like random bits of Velcro on the inside of this, and I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? What was the plan? What was this for? Who did this? Trying to scoot it over. I know I did this, but it's like... Huh? I should probably pin this. Probably pin this. But pinning through Velcro is really annoying. Because, like... Let's see, this is a longer piece. Maybe I'll just pin the ends. Yeah, it's pinning through Velcro and vinyl with my wrist / hand that really randomly is like, actually, I don't think you should have done that. That's basically like, at this point, chronic tendonitis. Which right now the current plan for that is just get stronger and then maybe it'll be okay. So that's fun too. Alright, sewing machine, can we do this much before I give you new parts? Just this much. Because I don't think I can machine sew the other part. And honestly, with you being a little moody, I don't think I want to ask you to. Because if anything happens to that part of the costume, I will cry. Alright. No, it's gonna be like that. Alright. I hate the sound of sewing through the angry side of Velcro. That is the angry side, right? Yeah, that's the angry side. That's why you're heavy duty. That's why I bought the heavy duty one, so I can do my cosplay nonsense. Because I do dumb things. Oh, you know what? Okay, please don't. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to trim threads later. It did one! Okay. We'll do... God, this is so unwieldy. Like, just trying to get this thing in there. Oh, I think that was Cat. You know what? We're gonna just do this. I'm just gonna sew another straight line here. Oh, that's my reminder to drug my cat. Oh, it's doing it! I'm not pressing that. I stopped and it didn't stop. I don't like that. I was ready to go for the off button if it kept going. Ugh. God. What a new and interesting problem to fucking have. It's like, it feels a little bit like having a gas pedal that just does whatever it wants. And it's like, I stopped. I am not pressing you. And it just keeps going. It's like, no. That makes me deeply uncomfortable, actually. Alright. Okay. But I also am kind of scared of the idea of trying to hand sew. So, Omi, what are you doing over there? I think Omi's hyper. I don't know if you guys can hear when they're fucking around on the cat wall, but like, yeah, he was just fucking around on the cat wall for like a while. Alright, we have done that much. The Velcro, it's not pretty. I don't give a shit. It's on the inside. It's attached. The demon inside the foot pedal has allowed that much to happen. So, thank you, demon / electrical gremlin. Now we trim some threads. Oh my god. So this mega angry Velcro. Okay. So this mega angry Velcro on this side. It's so funny. You can see like there's all these other like thread colors in here, and it's like I didn't use that color thread anywhere in here. It just picked it up somewhere along the process. Like you can see there's like some gold in there, and there's a little bit of brown, and it's like, where'd you get that? But anyway. Okay, let's continue trimming threads. Alright. We call that one a fuck it good enough. Alright. And throw away our threads over there. That part's done. Okay. So now I can always flip the off switch if it starts misbehaving, right? I wanted to take this off to get the other pieces on there, because like I didn't set it up to be able to put the wings or the shoulders on. Oh, yeah, see, there's a little booty Velcro for the belt in the back. But we will go ahead and do this. Okay. And I was good, and I hand sewed the wires down in here. So it should be relatively pleasant to take this off. Hopefully. Hopefully. Maybe. Oh, I do need to take the shoulders off of her. This dress form is fucking fantastic and one of the best things I've bought for myself in a while. Because I don't know how I would have done this cosplay, like glued all this gold on without the dress form. Because like, it needed to get glued on like in the correct shape to fit on me, right? So, and I don't want to, do not hot glue things while they're on you, people. That is a 0 out of 10 terrible idea. Knocked some shit over. Please, please. Oh, this is very heavy. Okay, okay. Are we clear? Are we clear? Something stuck. Okay, but what do you cut on? Oh wait, it's plugged into the bottom skirt. There we go. Okay. Oh, and we're caught on that. Okay. All right. This is the dress, and as you see, it kind of retains shape. Like I said, the gold trim is glued to that shape. Okay. Inside this dress is an adventure. It's so heavy. Okay. We're just gonna pin this. Oh, I really don't know if I can get that into the machine. I'd really like to not have to hand sew it though. Like, okay, okay. It's so unwieldy. Holy shit. I know I'm not supposed to put pins in my mouth, but I don't have another hand, and handle this too much either. So maybe I do just suck it up and hand sew it. But I can't really do that while it's on the dress form. Oh my god, that one's not pinned straight. You know what, maybe we pin it this way. I'm gonna try to get this into the sewing machine. Oh, that was kinda yucky. Okay. So, how would this best get into the sewing machine? I don't think that happens, honestly. Huh? No, because I can't bunch it up either. I can't bunch anything up enough to fit under here, so I can't get it into the sewing machine. Lovely. Okay. So, we're going to get it on a hanger. Alright. Then there is 0 chance of me sewing it to the dress form, which is why I don't want to sew it while it's on the dress form. So we're gonna hang it like that. Alright, so let me switch views. I guess we'll just switch here, put that back up somewhere. We'll deal with that one later. Okay. Welcome to Shrai's jank stream, where you'd have no fucking idea I've been doing this for almost 15 years. Fuck it. As the table says, fuck it, do it live. Alright. What kind of needle do I want to use? I don't want a hand sew. You know what? I can turn this off at least. I do think I need to sew it and not like just hot glue it on there as much as I want to. I really want to hot glue it. Would a curved needle be good for this? Probably not. No, let's just not fuck around. It's kind of a big needle. Okay. That's too big. Yeah, I think that one will be fine. I'm just gonna take the wrist brace off for this. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I need to take the wrist brace off for anyway. Once we're done doing this, the very, very last thing I need to do, which I just realized I should have undone this first. I was figuring out how to display this because it will be on display at Fan Fusion. There's enough fabric in here that I can pin the sleeve into the glove and unplug it. There we go. That's the fun part. Is doing all the plugs. Lisa gets to look forward to being the second person ever to help me get into this, because husband will not be there. It's okay. Lisa's got children, so she has put up with much dumber things than my cosplay nonsense. Okay. Oh, wait, you know what? I have this out. Hey, yeah. It has a little thread cutter on the side. Very handy. There it goes. Alright, that should be enough. I know it's like a lot, but I don't want to have to rethread this fucking thing. And then I took a sewing class at community college, and the teacher taught me how to tie a knot. You basically just put the thread on your finger and then do a few loops and then like roll it. Roll it off your finger. You roll it off your finger. There we go. I did it a little too tight. And then you just kind of like use your nails and pull on that. And then ta-da! You have a knot. Easy. GG easy. As we say. Okay. Yeah, this won't be so bad. Actually, it occurs to me. Let me see if I can give you guys like the close-up view. Oh, it's gonna be upside down though. Wait. I can do this. Haha. Alright, let's see. You can get like actual really close view of my... Oh, here we go. Yeah, that way. Alright. That way you guys can hopefully see what I'm doing. Yay. That camera right there is actually the phone that, that I used, like my work phone from the job I got laid off from last year. At least they're still helping me. I miss them so much. I miss my manager so much. She was so nice. She was like understanding and like a reasonable human being. I didn't realize how valuable that was. Okay. So, oh yeah, you guys can see pretty well. So we're just gonna do this for a while. We're gonna put the thread in and pull the thread out. Because this cannot fit into the sewing machine anymore. Like, maybe from the side, but then I could only sew that direction, so yeah, not happening. exciting. This is some intense stream content. Oh, yeah. How many times will Shry complain before she gets this little fucking patch of Velcro done? Because I'm gonna tell you, the answer is probably more than 5. Also, is the volume good? I'm like yapping to myself over here, and I did not pull the mic any closer. But I feel like it auto adjusts, maybe. I don't know. There might be a better way to do this. But I have accepted that this is life now. You know what? I might switch it up. There might be a stitch I can do that makes this a little easier on me. We'll find out. Nobody else is ever gonna see this. Like, so let's see. Can I just like? No. So I'm gonna do that. Get that started. Can I go that way? No, I'm worried. I'm actually worried that I'm gonna sew outside my boundaries if I do that other thing. But could I? Oh God. Okay. I completely forgot the reason I'm running into such problems. So right here, I think it's like 2 layers of this white fabric and 1 layer of the brown. And I might have put interfacing on it. So there's a lot of layers of fabric here. So what I was trying to do isn't gonna work. So moving on. That was a nice little experiment. Going straight through is about all I can accomplish. Because yeah, trying to do anything fancy, it's gonna require a lot more hand force than I am capable of producing right now. Because I am going to be paying for this tomorrow. But the cool thing about my right hand being like almost perpetually fucked up is I'm getting really good at doing shit with my left hand. Like I even did a little bit of painting with my left hand because I used a paintbrush for a little while with my right hand and it hurt very, very badly and I cried a little and then I tried to see if it was possible to do it with my left hand, and it was. My left hand has other problems, but at least it's a different kind of problem. It's like, I mean, the doctor diagnosed it as tendonitis on both sides, but the pain and the issues on the left hand feel very different than the pain and the issues on the right. Oh my god, this is so slow. Why didn't past me think about this? But the good thing is, there's a very strong chance that I make another color of this tier set, like, in the future. So this is the kind of stuff that I have already figured out. Like, I'll do it better next time. So, yeah. Like, I have a whole list of things like that. You know, like, I want to make the gems a little thinner. I think they're just a little bit too thick. But I like a lot of what I did. I saved all my patterns. Oh yeah, one thing I fucked up actually. I need to, in the future, if/when I do that other color of this, I need to actually measure and like mark on my dress form where, like, the distance from my shoulder to my titty, because it's different on her. Like, I think on her it's longer from, like, shoulder to titty. So I'd have to look at the pictures of me wearing this to, like, remember. But I think this sits higher, maybe, or lower. I don't know. But that's supposed to be, like, right at the front of the boob, and it doesn't sit quite there. And so it doesn't look as good as it could if it had been, you know, properly placed. And that's also, oh, you can't see that high. It's also why there's, like, a little extra bit of gold there, because, like, yeah. But in my defense, I was con crunching. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, I was watching the Crown Cosplay Championship finals, and it's like, you know what? I mean, maybe that's the kind of thing that I make that priest set for. But yeah, traveling with this, I don't know how the fuck they do it. Like, traveling with a costume like this is crazy. Guys, we did it. We're going a different direction. We've completed across the top. Now we go down. Woo! Exciting. So exciting. But yeah, the Crown Cosplay Championship is appealing to me because it's a international competition that does not have a performance aspect. Because I'm not that kind of cosplayer, although I do have a very funny, like, priest cosplay skit idea that I just didn't do with this one because I couldn't recruit the friends to do it, because I need, like, for my idea, at least, like, 3 friends. And I do not have that many that are willing to waste the amount of time required to do a cosplay competition. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Oh my god. My arm is so tired. I hate this. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, these pockets ended up being not actually useful. Although I do throw the electronics and everything into this pocket over here. Yeah, they're not very accessible. I'm really not sure where I could throw pockets on this. I mean, maybe if I had moved the pockets from that seam to out here. But then it still would have been, like, I would have had to, like, lift up the belt flap to get into it. I don't know. I think when I'm wearing it, I need to, like, figure out which seam I could throw a pocket into, because it's very limited on, you know, storage capacity. I feel like I could have hidden pockets somewhere. Also, I hate how much this fabric frays. Another thing I would do differently in the future is, like, right here, you can see, like, that's a raw edge. I'd, like, fold all of these over so it's, like, a clean edge, and I'm not dealing with any fraying there. And also for this section, I would just, you know, continue that down to here and then continue that up so there isn't much of a gap. But I didn't think it would be visible, and it would add extra bulk. Okay. I think that is enough hand rest time. Let us continue the journey. Yeah. Am I pulling this time now? There we go. Okay. But they're, like, so weird on the reference. I think, yeah, those, I don't know, I think I did I do interfacing on this? I think I would make those longer pieces too. Because they're actually, like, just barely tucked in there. But yeah, I think I'd make those longer pieces. Also, like, I would be doing it in a darker color, which would work a lot nicer than this, because this fabric, this white fabric, hates any moisture at all. So, yeah, I used water-soluble marker on the back of it, at least, and a little bit up here to mark where I needed to cut for these, and the water discolored it, which was very, very frustrating to realize. Why is it pulling on that? Okay. I was worried I had poked something I shouldn't have. might be a feeling men can relate to. Oh my god, I just realized you guys are getting like the super zoomed in view of my ear. And also my eyeball. Hi. I don't know if anybody's watching this nonsense, but at least I'm not doing it alone. Where am I? I don't know. I might go back to just watching stuff while working. Streaming is a lot of work. Hand sewing is so fun. So fun. Oh, hello. Nice eyeball. Thank you. Hello, how are you doing? I'm definitely not going insane. But there's literally no other way for me to sew this on here. So. It'll help long term with wearing this. Also because, like, I have been working out, and I don't know, I haven't been paying attention to how my body shape has changed. So, yeah, stuff might want to slide around, and I'd really rather it not. So I'm putting Velcro on pieces that I know slide around. And like one of the fucking pictures that the picture that I post everywhere of my priest, I edited it a little bit. I'm really good friends with the photographer, so we're cool. I just edited it to like extend these because these were like, the ends were showing, like this little gap right here was showing, and I was like, I hate that. Oh yeah, and there was also, there's a hole in this sleeve that I saw in that picture. I already fixed that, like right here. Hand sewed that. But, yeah, I was like, what? I was looking at that picture and I was like, is that a hole in my sleeve? Sure enough, it was. It was indeed a hole in my sleeve. Had a little snack. My day's been okay. I actually had a very successful Goodwill adventure. Ooh, you know what? This would be a good time to give my hands a little break. My successful Goodwill adventure, I got, oh my god, staying out of that camera. I was looking around for stuff because at the convention I'm gonna have 2 tables instead of 1, so I need like another tablecloth and stuff to cover the second table. So I've been going around to Goodwill because I am unemployed, so I have lots of time and not a lot of money. So Goodwill, and I found a tablecloth. It's in here because it needs to get washed, and I don't want to let my cats hang out with it before it gets washed. But look at how pretty this is. Oh, I can throw it on the detail camera. So you can see like how it looks in each camera. It's a little different. But yeah, this is very pretty, very blood elfy. My theme for my booth is like Silver Moon, so yeah, I figured, I was like, gross. And this thing's fucking gigantic. I laid it out in my living room and it covered like all of the empty space in my living room. Granted, my living room is not very big, but yeah, huge tablecloth. $6. $6. And oh yeah, because I was figuring, I was like, you know what? Either I use this as a tablecloth or this becomes a really pretty skirt. So yeah, and then for $2, I found some gold placemats. I will figure out how to use them. I was just like, yeah, blood elfy. Oh yeah, they've got like the, you can sort of see it. It's like a sheer thing over another piece. Very blood elfy, very pretty. I was like, fuck yeah, that's awesome. Those are gonna be great. And then, oh, I found some like just scrap fabric that I'll end up using for something. But also, here, this, it looks like it's not been used. And it's like a brand that does like monthly makeup boxes or whatever, so this is probably like a exclusive collab bag thing. But yeah, I love Gudetama. I hate the color yellow in general. But
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen,
hello.
to this evening's presentation.
Tonight we're working on repairing my cosplay for convention coming up, and I was just showing off my Goodwill haul for the day. This might be my favorite Goodwill thing I got. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you, Renaissance, for the raid. Cause look at, I love Gudetama so much. I love it so much. It was $1 at Goodwill. Like, I was just walking by to go check for like, you know, the table supplies, and I saw it, and I'm just like, is that Gudetama? And I just grabbed it. $1. What his little butt cheeks. I love him so much. But yeah, that was part of the Goodwill haul. And then, oh yeah, yeah, dude, I'm thrilled. Ecstatic. Because I also have some Gudetama makeup brushes. So this might become my makeup brush bag, and I can put my Gudetama makeup brushes in my Gudetama bag. Look, like, they don't make enough Gudetama merch, like, at all. So every time I do see Gudetama merch, I'm just like, need, must buy it now. So yeah, makeup brushes, I was like, yes, I can use those. But yeah, this is also for my table. It's like a bunch of gold placemats. Got 4 of them for $2. It fits the aesthetic. Very nice. And then this gigantic fucking tablecloth that I was showing off a little bit ago. Gorgeous. It's so big. Like, I did not measure. It's at least 10 feet long. And like pretty wide. So, yeah. It was $6. And then, on top of that, so we have my garage workspace. And I've been looking for a like sturdy table out there. Because we did a whole Goodwill adventure and found a table that's strong enough for the 3D printer to go on. Also, is that bitch paused again? I swear to God. Hang on. Now, unable to feed filament into the extruder. What the fuck do you mean, bitch? Oh my God. AMS may be mismatched with the extruder. What do you mean? Okay. Well, anyway, I'll show off the tables and shelves after I go fight the 3D printer. I'll wave at you guys in the little camera, so be right back. I swear to fucking god. That? Okay. Yeah. Oh my god. That took way longer than I thought it would. But yeah, let me be a good streamer and do this. There we go. Okay. Oh. Alright. Yeah, so it was a tangled spool. It's been like super fucking tangled. This has been super irritating. And like I don't know, the fucking app like didn't whatever. Anyway, Goodwill haul. So I got those, and then I found a table that was super fucking heavy, and like it was facing against the wall, so I had to drag it out to be able to like see it and assess. Here we go. Yeah. And I was like, I think this thing has drawers. And it did. And the drawers have like dividers in them. Let me see. Oh yeah. Look at that. Come on. Okay. Look at that. The drawers have like dividers in them already. It's very nice. And yeah, it's already kind of ugly, so it's perfect for a crafting table. Like, perfect. And then right next to it were some, like a cabinet of shelves. But right at the very top, here you can see. It was obviously for a business or something. Management. I need to take that off, but it's really funny to me. But yeah, like just a nice cabinet with shelves for out there. And I'm like, perfect. It fits. I have my little tape measure. It did take 2 trips in my car, but yeah, it fit. And I think combined, they were like $40. So yeah. And that table is fucked up enough that I have no problem like drilling into it. And I think I'm going to make some holes to mount the scroll saw that I have, because I need to use the scroll saw that I have, but if it's not mounted onto something, it kind of runs away from you as you use it, and that's really unpleasant. And actually I look kind of like Gollum when I'm using it, because I am on the ground hunched over using this thing. But I plan on using the scroll saw for the blades, for the axe, because I need to work on that soon. Anyway, that has been enough rest for my hand while I yap. We're so close. We're so close. We're so close. Ugh. Oh my god. I just realized that that person was playing a game called Cats Organized Neatly. What? I don't understand how that could be a game, but I need to know more. Like, I need to know. But also, I have, I think I got Little Kitty Big City, and I haven't played it yet. I've got so many fucking games to play, but, like, I currently cannot. I might need to hook up the controller and see if that's a little easier on my wrist. I don't know. Maybe try to do some Expedition 33. I feel a little bit like a fake nerd cosplaying from it, but I did watch most of the playthrough with my friend streaming it. So I was there. I know most of the story. We're so close to done. We're so close to done. Oh, okay. And then last thing is glue. Well, I have to. One of the gloves I think is easier to get on than the other. And we're going to test that and figure out which one it is. And once we figure out which one it is, that one that is easier to put on will become the right glove, and it's going to have a little bit of padding in it to protect my wrist. Because yeah, it hurts pretty bad to have anything like, oh yeah, you can, I got the super zoomed in camera so you can see, like, there's the second wrist surgery scar. So it gets really irritated, like, having anything, like, pressing right on it. So I'm gonna put, like, this was my solution last time I wore this. It's one of the fingers of the glove I cut off, stuffed with foam, and I just, like, put it in here. But I think it's gonna be more effective if I do it, like, up here, and I just keep the glove further up, like, off that side. I plan on doing something similar for the Death Knight because I assume I'm going to have to deal with similar bullshit on the Death Knight. And that this is just my life forever now. And my wrist is just gonna kinda hurt forever. Because right now I am seeing doctors and, like, yeah. It's going well, except this part I am hand sewing it because there's no way to get this into the sewing machine anymore. Also, my sewing machine needs the foot pedal replaced, and for some reason that is not something that I can easily Google how much it's going to cost. Like, I was trying to look on my phone. I think it's going to be like $50, but yeah. That's annoying. That's another thing. And then my print kept stopping because my spool of filament has been tangled. So those hearthstones that are printing are probably going to have all kinds of hideous fucking lines in them because it's paused so many times. So that's going like that. The model, I think it was like a heavy duty 6800C. But yeah, the foot, like, I think I fucked up because I wrapped the cord around it and, like, bent it, and I need to, when I've accepted that it is dead, I can take it apart and see if I can fix it. But, yeah. Even... no, it's 6,800, I think. I'll look in a minute. 6800. Actually, no, I think I had it on my phone. Because I pulled up the email. Yeah, 6800. Hi, baby. He's staring at me. And then, yeah. But, otherwise, the repairs on this are going great. I'm almost done. I've done, like, all the little updates and fixes I wanted to do. Alright. I'm gonna do that. Do you like the hand sewing cam? I figured it was worth moving the camera around a little bit to bring everybody along for this. There we go. 10 out of 10. The other fun thing is if I lean too far forward, you get eyeball. Alright. We're calling that good. I've tied 2 knots. This is stupid. Anyway. I get to tell my hand therapist on Tuesday, like, guess what I was doing? I was fucking hand sewing through a ton of layers of fabric. Teehee. Stress. Probably. You're probably stressing yourself out. Or you're very unlucky like me. Yeah, that might be it. I'm gonna probably try to get like an official singer one though. What is your ailment? I've just been dealing with the same fucking bullshit. Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna put unlucky, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Shit sucks. But hopefully, I mean, we've got 12 days until the convention. Hopefully you feel better by then. Oh yeah. I did bring... Where'd I put them? Oh yeah. I brought in some of the new items that I will have for sale at my table. This is actually my skull of Gul'dan. Oh, here we go. We got the detail camera. This is my skull. I fucked up a few things on the print. It's also bigger than all the other ones. And the bonus is it's a maraca. It's a maraca. So I'm gonna have him sign this one. Yeah. I figured this is like, this was gonna be like maybe more expensive than people wanted to pay, so the other ones are smaller. But it looks really fucking cool. I still have to paint a bunch of them. But also, I did at least finally get this working. Here, is it showing right? Here. There we go. I think the sparkle adds a lot to this. I can't tell if it's actually showing the sparkle because I can't see through these. There we go. But yeah, I'm gonna have some of these available for sale. They're just so fucking stupid. I had to get these into the world somehow. Yeah, the sparkle effect at certain angles is very good. So, yeah, that's two of the new things. And then, oh yeah, the keychain I gave you for your birthday is like a prototype of what I'm making to sell. I'm gonna have those. The stickers are being produced. The temporary tattoos are being produced. The hearthstones. I'm only doing the one color, and I've had so many fucking problems that, like, I'm so frustrated. But yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so it's time to... You like the sewing cam? Hell yeah. Alright, now let me take off my Fitbit. Because we're good. Baby. Baby, you're okay. Oh, you DM'd? Okay. Let's see how much that sucks. Oh. Yeah. Oh my god, this fucking cat. Can you guys hear him? Oh. Yeah, that sucks. I've had similar-ish issues. But yeah, that fucking sucks. Cat, yeah. Okay, I feel like this is not the easier one. Yeah, this is another thing. If I make the other color of this, I'm definitely figuring out. Like, honestly, the gloves might not even be separate. It might just be a whole sleeve that ends in this. And, like, yeah. Like, this is just a whole, like, the end of the sleeve looks like this and has the cuff sewn in and, like, maybe some interfacing down here to keep it stiff. But I'm not thrilled with how this all worked out. Yeah, like, I think I'd rather it be a full, like, just full sleeve that has the cuff at some point and, yeah, not use Worbla because it's, like, too thick. I did use thin foam, but I still don't like how thick the glove is. It just doesn't look as nice as I had hoped. So I think I can do that better if I ever make the other color. Oh yeah, that's the one that's easier to put on. Okay. So this is now permanently the right glove because that one needs help more. So, okay. Let's figure out how far in it needs to be. Ow. Okay. So it's gonna sit like that. So it needs to be, I might be able to, like, kind of mark it up with my nail. I have no idea if I'm gonna be able to see in there. So, because I mean, I probably could get away with, like, just on the day of, you know, tossing my little foam thing in there. What is your deal, sir? Are you getting hungry? Is that the problem? I assume you guys can hear him. Because he's being very loud. Soon. Soon, baby. It's only 10:30. Sometimes the ADHD takes the reins, and I don't feed this cat until 1 a.m. I don't know why he's being so sassy. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna try to glue this in, like, ahead of time. Okay. Let's see, can I see in there? Oh, I can. Okay, let's see if I can help you guys see in there. It's gonna be on this side. Not quite. But I can see the little mark I made with my nail in there. So, I have had my hot glue gun chilling over here this whole time. So my plan is to put some hot glue on this and kind of gently press it in there. How is that gonna work? Like that? Does that get it to the plate? Yeah. Yes. Okay, so I can get there. It's like all the way in. Alright. Is it one yet? Yeah. Alright. We're gonna just yeehaw. There we go. My gold trim, so it's all 2mm foam. Well, actually this is 1mm foam. I did it in even thinner foam. But anyway, I drew the pattern, created the pattern, and then I transferred that onto foam, cut it out with an X-Acto knife, and then I wrapped it in the gold spandex, and on the front it's done with Mod Podge for fabric, so that it doesn't show through. And then after that was dry, I flipped it over and I like glued all the little other sides with hot glue. Me and this hot glue gun, like I am forever bound to this hot glue gun. We've spent a lot of time together. I know this glue gun, and it knows me better than most people, because we spent a lot of time. Oh yeah, and for cutting the back side of it, like trimming everything, I used a combination of these little scissors and other little scissors that have been absorbed into the table. I don't know where they are. They actually might be in the bag of stuff to go over to glue the wargloves. But anyway, yeah, little scissors. Yeah. I think this method is fantastic. You can get different kinds of like gold spandex or whatever that won't require such a ridiculous method, and it'll be a little bit easier to work with, because like you should be able to use like contact cement or other glues, but I chose a gold that is very finicky because it was the right color. But yeah, there are other fabrics that are less delicate. The other problem, I guess, kind of with my gold, let me see if I can find a good spot to show it. There's gotta be somewhere. So oh, here it is. Let me bring you up a little higher. Okay. Yeah. A little higher. There we go. Okay, so you can kind of see over here. There. You can see like it rubs. And like it looks a lot worse in person. But basically the shininess is rubbed away on it right there. So other types of gold stretchy material might be more resilient than the particular kind I used. But yeah, I would get a bunch of samples before deciding, and I can link you some websites. Oh wait, did you wanna buy my pleather? It would be great for that. I'm not sure how well that pleather is gonna hold up. Actually, here. Nope, that's a different one. I thought I had pieces of it floating around on my desk, on my table for some reason. Here it is. Yeah, because I was gonna make flamme's leg straps out of it. Anyway, here. Yeah. Behold. Come on, I can adjust. I believe in you, camera. I believe. Maybe? I don't know. But anyway. Well, the nice thing is these fabrics, they don't fray. They don't fray, so you cut them and they are fine. But I will warn you that this shit was extremely time consuming. Oh wait, I actually found recently my build book. So let's zoom out a little actually. Well, maybe not that much. Hang on. No. Can we just reset to point? Just regular. Oh, here we are. Yeah. 1. There we go. Just a nice 1.0, thank you. I found my build book. And this is my page about the gold trim. See? So it started that way, and then I cut it out, and then I transferred it to that pile of foam right there. And then I like this work in progress picture because, like, yeah, me too, Frodo. As I was coating the entire front of it with that, and then I had a pile of gold, and then I hot glued it on. Repeat till cry. And then keep repeating, even when you're crying. I mean, it'll look better if it's either fabric or you paint it. And painting stuff in flexible enough mediums, like, it can crack. So yeah, for the WoW trim, I think this is one of the best ways to do, like, that trim that they put on every fucking piece of clothy nonsense. So yeah, because my Warlock cuffs were straight up foam, and they cracked pretty bad. But I also, like, didn't really know what I was doing. But yeah, the cuffs on the end of the sleeves cracked a lot, actually. Okay, is this? Yes, okay. It does make it slightly more difficult to put on. Okay. I think that'll be okay. Because it's like, if it's going to contact that side of my wrist, it's going to hit that foam first. And that feels a lot nicer than the actual stuff. Also, to make sure I don't lose the gloves ever again, like I lost one that one time, this is where I store the gloves, in the cuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, another thing I would do differently, I would just completely fucking encapsulate this stupid cuff in fabric. It's so visible. Like, inside the cuff is so visible. I underestimated how visible it would be. But it's really visible, and it's really bad. It's really bad. I hate it. Yeah, I would just fully encapsulated cuff. No black foam showing through. Yeah. At this point, I was too scared to, like, try to get in there and, like, paint it or anything. Oh well. Alright. I am happy with that, and with that, I think I'm actually done working on the priest. So, I'm going to... Oh, I actually need to change something with the code. That is the one thing I need to do. Alright, I kind of feel like putting it on the dress form, though, and showing off, because it'll make me feel better. Probably. And I'm gonna be ending stream soon, TM. So we are unplugging the hot glue gun. There we go. Remember to unplug your hot glue guns, kids. There was one time, so my old hot glue gun, I could, like, smell when it was on. Like, it had a distinct smell. This one doesn't so much. And I definitely left it plugged in for, like, more than a day. And I walked by here and I looked in and I was like, oh shit, it's still on. It was just sitting there. Like, hello? Do I get to do anything? Alright. Yeah. I was like, oh shit. Alright, actually, you know what? What if we do this screen? And then maybe I adjust this camera? We're gonna put it back up that way. Look, there's a mirror. Okay. Alright. We're at the fun part of the stream where it just becomes, look at my cool shit. So, I'm going to put this back on the dress form. But that does mean I'm going to... Oh yeah, I need to get the shoulders down and get them on here because I haven't tested them. I need to look at them and make sure they're okay. But I did go through and like re-hot glue some of the trim and stuff. So we're gonna move this aside. Hang it on one of my shelf brackets right there. Indecent. Oh no, don't look. I should draw nipples on her. That'd be funny. But oh yeah, the interesting thing is like, I think her distance to boob is like further than mine. Yeah, but she's mostly correct. She's close enough. Right, so I'm not putting the shirt on her, but the first layer for the top is this. God, I'm gonna be putting this on display, I think like Friday, or well, basically at load-in. So I'm going to put this in the convention center whenever I set up my table. And it'll be on display for Friday. And then Saturday morning, I'm gonna do everything to get ready. And then I normally, for this, like I wear some leggings and I have a white long sleeve shirt that I wear as like my base layer. So that's, I'm gonna like go to the convention early in that. And then Lisa's gonna help me put this all on. And then it's just gonna be like scandalous dress form. I'm gonna wear it Saturday, and then I'm gonna have to take it off in the hotel room. And then Sunday morning I'm gonna end up bringing it with me because we check in Friday for some fucking reason instead of Thursday. So if I don't have this on display, it's in my car. So it can't stay in my car. It's constructed mostly of hot fucking glue. Yeah, and like PLA gems and shit. Like, no. So yeah, that's my strategy for it never being exposed to like the Arizona heat or being left in a car at any point. So yeah. All right. There's that. This is not my favorite solution because I have lost access to this, but I'm scared to change where these buckles are safety pinned because they work so well. But it actually sits like that on me, like right up against my neck. So I gotta make sure those are out. Okay. And then the next layer. This is actually really helpful for me remembering how it all goes together so I can give Lisa directions. Okay. And then this. So I think the way this works is it goes up, over, I think I ran it like up on this, and it goes similarly like back around here. I think so. Because it's long enough to do that. Yeah, you know what, I'm do. And the funny thing with this, I tried like, actually I'm not even sure I tried anything else. It's Worbla. It's Worbla. It's just Worbla. It's a piece of Worbla, like sandwiched over a piece of foam, and then like these little sockets. I tried a bunch of different shit. It's Worbla and a metal straw to like put the rod into. But the Worbla let me like customize how it, like the angle, because I wanted the angle just looking right. It had to be just right. Yeah, so anyway, that one goes that way, and then this one gets tied under my titties. Oh wait, no, this one just gets safety pinned. There's a safety pin on it. Haha. I think because I didn't want bulk up front, but it did need to have 2 points of attachment. If you're attaching something to yourself, 2 points of attachment. One of the cosplayers who was actually the judge for the cosplay crown finals, and she's a former like winner, I think, of the crown, and yeah, she does a panel about attachments, and that's like her big mantra, and it's like that's what I fucking tell people too whenever I'm talking about like armor and like other stuff. 2 different ways. It needs to be attached to you 2 different ways. Because one of them's gonna fucking fail. Like, just one is going to fail. One attachment will betray you. You're not sure which. It's gonna be one of them. So just have 2. Yeah. Because you didn't listen to me. Okay. So now the dress goes over all of that, but in the process of putting on the dress, so this plug right here goes to the bottom skirt, because there are LEDs down at the bottom. I'm not going to bother bringing you guys down there. Why did I put it on the inside? I don't know. It's on the inside of the skirts, though, so I have to like fish that up, make sure that's ready to go. And then it is time to very carefully put this on. But I did. It's. You guys can't quite see what I was making noise with. All my sleep token stuff is mounted up there. But ooh, I can show you real quick the inside of this. Lining it would have been really cool. I didn't do that. So there's all the wires. I only just recently hand sewed the wires down. They used to just kind of be free balling in here. It was bad. Yeah, you can kind of see they're all down that side. It's kind of hard to show. Let me get my arm out of the way. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of wires going a lot of places in here. Yeah. Because for these kinds of LEDs, the direction of the data flow matters. So it'll be more obvious when I turn on the party mode function on it, but yeah, they have to follow a path and they have to all be connected. So I couldn't run like this LED here, that LED there. Yeah. It's a whole thing. So, I think technically, for me putting this on, I don't know if over my head or over my booty is easier, but they're both a struggle. I might try it out and see. But, what's kind of silly? I've said a lot of silly things. But yeah, part of my problem is this is also like humble brags. My waist is small, and to make this, you know, properly snatched, hang on. What am I caught on? I can't force this because, like, oh, this is the side that's a fucking rat's nest. Okay. But yeah, my waist is very small, and that makes it really difficult to get this over shoulders. And like the dress form, unfortunately, does not have the ability to move her shoulder blades like I do. I know it gets on here. I'm really glad I'm doing this now, because if I was doing this while setting up at the convention, I would be like, why aren't you fitting? I guess maybe I put the other stuff on later. Because like it won't get on. Okay. I'm gonna pull that back off because I'm scared of breaking a wire connection, which I might have already done with how I was pulling on it. So, you know what? Mentally prepared for one of the LEDs to not be working when I go to actually do that. So we're gonna just pull this off and put it back on later. But yeah, I don't remember what I said when you said it was silly. But okay. Hopefully I didn't fuck anything up. Oh yeah, there's a certain flow, yeah. Because there's three wires, and it matters, like, which end's wired to which end. Yeah. That's why for my LED panel, I'm really glad I'm going to be wearing this for the LED panel. And I can be like, hey, maybe don't do this. You will reach a point where your hubris tells you, like, oh, I can make that whole thing programmed LEDs. That wouldn't that be cool, guys? And then you get to suffer. Because it means also every time you're soldering a connection, every single time, it's going to be another wire that you have to do. So instead of 2 connections, you're soldering 3 connections each and every time. And then you also actually need to solder some more, because you need to solder like the ones that are leaving, instead of just, you know what, I'll grab the Warglaive LEDs and it'll make sense. Okay, so the other thing that I need to do, no, it's on this side. Okay, that one's out there. This one goes to, so here's where I have to do the bottom skirt. So the bottom skirt is connected now. Now I can do this. Oh yeah, because I can put her shoulders back on now too. Oh, that's the wrong one. This one. This concert was so fucking fun. That's what I made this shirt for. Like, another legendary Goodwill find. Like, that Goodwill, man, they have an seemingly infinite supply of cunty little crop tops for me to turn into silly shirts. Yeah, Electric Callboy. Choo choo. Choo choo. Obviously it's not for that song. That's Space Man. But, yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, I don't think I showed off the rainbow hat on stream, or maybe I did. I don't know. Alright, so those are still accessible. We're just gonna tuck that in there. Call that good. I should be able to get this on now. I really should add like a hook at the top. Oh dude, it was so fun. It was a fucking blast. Like, I thankfully am very good at disassociating, so I was able to mentally be there instead of worrying about my cat at the emergency vet with Taylor literally while I'm standing there. It was kind of fucked up that was the situation. But anyway, the concert was fucking fantastic, and since I have been doing barbell lifting, I have the ability to actually jump. The cat, they both got like a stomach bug at the vet. It was a couple weeks ago now. It was very stressful, lots of money. If you type !cats, I think it says something about it. Okay. One of my buckles got lost in there. Gotta pull that up and out. Yeah. Yeah, so, I take the older cat, Babu, for monthly, basically like an injection that helps with his arthritis pain. And he picked up a stomach bug there. And like a little more than 24 hours after the vet appointment, he lost his appetite completely and like had horrible diarrhea, vomiting. Yeah. And then, yeah, same day as the concert, I noticed like, yeah, he's not eating, he's not feeling right. So it's like, well, shit. Okay. What do we do? And I was like, well, if we take him to the emergency vet right now, they're just gonna tell us like, I don't know, he's fine. Like, wait longer and see if he gets better. So we decided for me to, go to the concert anyway. Yeah. And then he got worse, and then Taylor took him to the emergency vet. And I was like, cool, I am at the concert. Oh yeah, because I made this shirt, I reprogrammed the hat, I made these to give out at the concert too. I had a lot of fun doing a lot of different colors, and I'm glad I kept one of each color. But yeah, I made these to just give out at the concert. And then, yeah, then the next day, Omi gets sick too. He starts showing the same symptoms, and we're like, oh no, was it something we brought into the house? Like, did we expose them to something? No, we don't go anywhere. We don't do anything. We didn't bring anything into the house. So, yeah. It was a stomach bug. I ended up syringe feeding both cats for 4 days because they didn't want to eat, even with like appetite stimulant from the vet, and like all kinds of medications they didn't want to eat. So I syringe fed them because if cats don't drink or eat, like they can very quickly have like damage to their organs. So that felt great on my wrist. All right, I need to grab the electronics because they're on my desk because I needed to do something with the code. So be right back 1 sec. Oh, right, in the shoulders. Oh yeah, I'm gonna also have to get the shoulders down, but I do want to test them out as well. Okay, so now at this layer, the next step is, so here's the electronics. I have completely redone the electronics basically in here, like everything that goes in here. I changed out, I'm using a different board that works much better actually. I like it a lot more. So plugging the battery in, making sure it is set to on. The code that I need to do is to make my on-off switch functional, because right now it is not functional. It's just decorative. So eventually this should be over on this side. Come on, here we go. I don't know. This box doesn't actually stay shut. Why? Why are you like this? I'm trying to show off in front of all the people. Why are you like this? You were working earlier. Oh my god. Alright, maybe it does matter which way this is oriented. I was closing earlier. Okay. You know what? Oh, that tracks. Alright, anyway. On-off switch right here. Not functional yet. It will be. But now, the electronics go into this pocket right here. And then this is a party mode switch, which I have not decided where that's going. We'll figure it out. And then this plugs into the rest of everything. And then this one goes to the belt. So now, oh, there's some bullshit down there. Don't worry about it. So now we do this piece. And this piece needs to connect, there's some Velcro back here that needs to go onto that. I think it's the top Velcro. No, it's the middle one. It's right there. So that Velcro goes right there to keep it down in the back.
Sinu Amanore.
Hello, thank you for following. Okay. And then yeah, as this gets closed, this wire needs to be up this way. And now, yeah, we get to test out that Velcro that I just hand sewed on there. Yeah, see? Because this will keep the belt from sliding down or up. Up's not as big of a deal. but down showed that like raw edge right there. So now that is fixed. And then, yeah, this just kind of gets pulled like that. It fits really weirdly on her. I promise it fits better on me. She's shaped funny. Yeah, because it just like these little like edges here fit weird on the dress form. But I'm gonna pull this out there. But now, before this goes on there, we have to plug it in. All right. Try to get that centered on there and then pressed into all the Velcro. Okay. Now I need to go get, what am I running into? Okay. Alright, I need to go grab the shoulders now, because I do really want to test those, because I've been burnt once before from not testing them and thinking it was fine. Alright. Here are the shoulders. I do need to dust them off. And then I don't know. I'm kind of okay with the but the chains drape a little too much. I don't know. We'll see how mad I am about the chains draping like that. Is that the front or the back? That looks like an L. So that might, oh yeah. So, the way that I can tell which one's which, because I painted over the bottom. So the second buckle is towards the back. So, 2 points of attachment. Buckles, Velcro. Because I actually, in retrospect, it took me like, I don't know, like 2 years to realize that it might have been intentional. Like they might have recognized me and like shoulder checked me at BlizzCon purposefully. But somebody at BlizzCon did shoulder check me hard enough to knock the shoulder off the Velcro. But the buckles kept it on there. And I thought like, oh, how careless. And then like, yeah, 2 years later, I'm like, oh, I'm really recognizable in this. That could have been somebody who was like pissed off at me for some reason. Huh. It took that long for me to even like consider that. I did piss a lot of people off in that year. But you know what? I deserved to be a bigger problem than I was. So, anyway. Yeah. But anyway, 2 points of attachment keeps you safe. Let me do right shoulder first, because I am over here. So, this is kind of annoying. When I'm getting this put onto me, I hold the shoulder while the plug is done, because it can be kind of difficult to do that. Okay. Didn't break that much. And then another important thing that I'm gonna have to remind Lisa to do is like kind of put the wires, actually you guys can't really see this, so these wires can end up visible. I could have prevented some of that by painting them black, but I didn't. So instead the solution is to just kind of get them caught in the Velcro. So kind of go like that, and then, you know, right about there, maybe, probably. And then buckles. Is this all necessary for putting it on the dress form? Maybe not. Maybe not. But I'm doing it anyway, because this is good recap for me. So, yeah. There's one shoulder on, and, you know what? We'll actually zoom out. Okay, that's... Gently zoom out, please, phone. Okay. You can see it is on and working. They look a little derpy if you look straight on, but they're not meant to be seen from that angle, okay? You're only supposed to see like that, and that looks fine. Anyway, so let's do the other shoulder. So do plug first. Yeah. I know, just thinking back to the time that I wore it with the shoulders, the two wrong colors. I was actually so mad that nobody told me until like way later in the day. It's like, I would have said just unplug them if they were the wrong colors. But the person who plugged them in, Taylor, could not tell that they were different colors because they were, one was purple, one was blue. Those look the fucking same to him. So it's like, you had no way of knowing. What song is this? Oh yeah, okay. So it's fairly new. Okay. They're both working? The shoulders add a lot. Another thing, since I'm yapping about this costume, and like what I would do differently, which I need to actually plug the hot glue gun back in, because that, I fucked that up a little. I would actually, the shoulders, I'm pretty happy. I think they're maybe a touch small, and I would modify my model so that they can sit lower on my shoulder. You know what, I'll show you my reference once I'm done putting things on here, because I actually have like the best reference for this. Let's see, so this is right glove. I'm actually gonna try to do my pinning situation on it again. All right. Okay, so that's plugged in. And then yeah, for having this on display, I'm gonna try. Oh, this is awkward. How do I? Like, there's a lot of foam and hot glue. Okay, that kind of works. All right, Alright. I got it. I got the strat. There we go. Okay, I just have to catch enough of the fabric on the glove without hitting foam, because foam kind of ruins the process. Did I get that? Yeah. Alright. Okay. It's not too bad. It at least gets the glove, like, I'll probably have one of them, you know, posed like that. Oh, there's a thread! Oh, there's a loose thread. That's from the little piece of gray fabric that's, like, the backing to this trim. Okay. Anyway, there's one glove. So let's spin her around. And then you can see, like, yeah, the back. These two fucking gems back here light up too. And it's really annoying because, like, the wiring for this, the way it looks, so it's over here. It comes over to this. And then because there's a zipper here, to get to this one, it goes all the way down and back up. But I wasn't gonna cut a fucking corner and, like, not have any of them light up, because that would have been weird. Also, like, yeah, my butt and back are shaped very differently from her, apparently. The Velcro is where it needs to be for me, not for her. Okay. You know, I don't actually think I named this dress form. My other two mannequins, they have names. One is Miss Sad Booty and Miss No Booty. Because the one that, like, has thighs, her booty's kind of sad. Like, it's a little bit of a tragedy. It's like, oh girl. Genetics were not nice to whoever, but, like, I know it's a fashion mannequin, and I'm sure. Yeah, I named them based on quantity of booty. Oh, you know what? My glove storage method might not be great for this, but we'll figure that out. Okay, before I turn it back around, I'm gonna go grab the wings, and then I should be done grabbing things for this. That should be the entire costume. Okay. Oh yeah, just on the topic of painted foam being flexible, the wings for this, they were meant to remain kind of flexible. They are cracking years later. So like, yeah, I don't know if it's because of the conditions, and also I store these, like, they have to be stored like this or they get fucked up. And Taylor very nicely mounted them on the wall out there, so they get stored like this. I did add a little bit of shading on them too. If you didn't stare at them a ton before I did that, you don't know what the difference is. They looked fine before, but I wanted them just a little better. Let's see, I think this is the left one. I should really label these. And I might have fucked up my shoulder placement. So, yeah, this big long metal goes into a straw, metal straw that is encased in warbler. Oh my god, how did I do this? Is it like, I don't know, we'll try the other wing. I know if, this is another one where it fits differently on me than it does on her. It's just, it's very different. The body shapes. There we go. Yeah, it's a tight fit back here. 'Cause in game, they don't have to fucking worry about clipping. That's like one of the things that pisses me off the most as a Blizzard cosplayer, is like everything clips through each other, and it's like, what am I supposed to do, Blizzard? How am I supposed to make this work? You didn't even make it work. Okay. Maybe my wing mount's supposed to be up a little. It might not be high enough. I don't know. This is a time that I sympathize with men, because I too cannot find the hole. Let's see. That was a funny joke. Please clap. Yeah, the cracking is a problem. Oh my god, this is what I get. So yes, it does matter where that is placed. Oh yeah, it slipped off under that, so I think this buckle is supposed to help hold this up. So that does need to be a little higher. Okay. Oh yeah. I don't know, maybe this doesn't come back to the convention on Sunday, or I don't put the wings on. Maybe the wings feel left out. Or is that the wrong? I'm so confused. This is what I get for not touching this for years. Complete confusion. Like, what the fuck did I do? How does this work? You know what? It's good enough. Oh, yeah, I just broke that. Okay, well, we'll re-glue that. That's fine. Alright. It's my space is not big enough for this. With the wings on and everything. Okay, now we can do the full zoom out. Anyway, I know what to do here. Perfect song. Alright. Hang on. We're gonna do that. And then alright, we've got the hat going. Do I have room? A little bit. Alright. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to witness party mode? Are you ready? Team? I need you all to indulge me for just like a minute. Actually, I could even turn off more light. I'm doing it. I'm turning off the other light. All right. Now that I've made it a little more dramatic, let's set the mood. See? Now it parties appropriately. Yep. It's a little jank. It's not perfect. But I spent way too much time on it. So I'm not adjusting the code any further. Oh yeah, if I pull this forward a little, maybe you can see like the back's doing it too, obviously, in the mirror. Yeah. Okay, so like, I'm not gonna sing to the song because I'm not good at singing, but that's the only way, me talking is the only way the hat lights up. Because, obviously it's playing in my earbuds. Yeah, behold! This is, one of the great possibilities of cosplay. I'm gonna scoot it back to try to get the full thing. Party! I am going to bring that into the rave at Fan Fusion because the rave starts at 8 p.m. So I'm ready. I'm prepared. I bring the party. And unfortunately I don't think I can wear the hat at the same time as that, because I will be a blood elf and there are not ear holes in the hat. So I can't wear the hat. I did not plan for the eventuality of wanting to party as a blood elf. So, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I am not modifying this hat. I love it very, very much. The only modification I did was to change it to be like the RGB cycle, as you can see. And that's because, like, I don't know. It was actually really difficult to get this thing to do the RGB cycle. But figuring out how to do the RGB cycle on this hat helped me figure out how to do it here. So that was a plus, at least. The colors are going to be a little off. They look a little bit better on the camera for you guys, but obviously the gems are painted blue and are blue, so it's going to fuck with some of the colors. But I'm really happy with how it looks overall. Yeah. Oh wait, that one doesn't quite reach. So, well, maybe do that. Oh. Oh yeah, if I take, let me take these out. Because the only place you can see the LEDs without any blue filter is inside the cuff. I liked the light bleed, so I left it alone. So yeah, inside the cuff you can see a little bit of the light bleed from those LEDs. So yeah, this is dude, when I made this hat, people were like, oh, do you go to a lot of raves? And I'm like, no, I'm just a cosplayer. So I have the knowledge and the audacity to think I can do anything. So yeah, that's basically how we get here. I am going to briefly record some of this for, oh my god. It actually looks so fucking ridiculous. Amazing. Well, and so the hat is one of those things that, like, I like posting pictures of it, but also, it doesn't work unless I'm talking, so I have to yap anytime I want to share anything about the hat. But okay, maybe I'll do that once I end the stream. I'll yap on Instagram for a little bit and show this off. But yeah, I need to, yeah, so the gain does adjust automatically, so like at a concert it adjusts to the volume level, but obviously I don't talk super loud, and the microphone's actually over here, so unless I'm, like, you know, directing all the sound over towards it, then it doesn't do as much necessarily, you know? Yeah, like, because I did position it so that it would react to me talking. But yeah, like, the microphone's pointing at me, but it's not super pointing at me. Like, it could be better. It could be better. Yeah, so that looks so fucking cool. God damn it. Oh my god, and the eyes don't have the blue filter either, so the eyes are showing, like, the actual color. That's very cool. Okay. Yeah, this is what I wanted to have done for BlizzCon. But I ended up not even being able to figure out getting the lights working at all, like static. It was just kind of a bit off more than I could chew. But at least now, finally, I do have it working. And like, obviously, I am going to assume and try very, 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 very hard to have my Death Knight ready. But, like, realistically, if, like, I'm still having wrist problems, if I just can't finish it because I literally don't have use of my hands, I wouldn't be mad if I had to wear this. So, yeah. If I had to wear this to BlizzCon with all the updates I've done to it, I would not be mad. Actually, no, I would be mad. but I would be less mad. I do still have a fuck ton of Fortitude stickers though, so yeah. Okay, well, thank you guys for hanging out. And you know what? Yeah, Chris, like, for the first cosplay, you're gonna grow so much, like, in your ability to craft. It might not be worth necessarily going back and, like, fixing your first cosplay. It might be better to just, you know, someday maybe you'll redo it. And, like, my first cosplay, like, so the first iteration of my Ash, which was, like, my first cosplay, the bow fell apart. Like, the bow disintegrated. That cosplay was remade entirely, basically. And then the priest, tier 13 priest, I literally wore it once and never did any other fixes or anything to it. And it was mostly sewn by my mom. So yeah. Well, if all you have to do is go to a convention I am at and wearing this, which is very few actually. I don't want to use any of your stuff for the panels, because, yeah, like, the Warglave's gonna be enough. Like, the Warglave's basically gonna cover everything that I need to talk about, which actually, like, the blade of the Warglaive is sitting right here. There, you, fun little preview of glowy Warglaive blade. From the light of my priest. No, I appreciate you asking and offering. But yeah, I was doing a lot of soldering LEDs for that. Okay, but I'm gonna end the stream. I appreciate you guys, and yeah. I just want to share this on Instagram, but also I'm gonna have to do like a million takes and listen to myself talk. So I'm not gonna do that on stream. So thank you guys. I'm gonna try to stream more. I'm gonna try. Wait, last thing? Okay. And yeah, what was the 3D printer doing again? Oh, you know what? It was making hearthstones. Oh, what is that bitch up to? Okay, she's gonna be done in 5 minutes. I don't think I brought one of the hearthstones inside. They're just hearthstones that are glow in the dark, like the rune. Oh wait, I do have one. My husband has one on his desk. One sec. Okay. I have acquired one of my hearthstones. So it is glow in the dark, but obviously it needs charged up a little bit. Let me see if I can get it with my phone flashlight. Although my phone flashlight is it still has a sticker on it from the Sleep Token concert, so my phone flashlight, as you can see, is pink. Because for the Sleep Token concert, we turned our flashlights on during Damocles, and it was pretty cool. All right, let's see. Oh, it's kind of going. It's probably not going to show up very well on that camera. No, okay. I promise it glows in the dark. Not very strong, but it does. So, anyway. Yeah, just a little hearthstone, little doodad. Actually, speaking of, if you, I hope you follow me on Instagram, but if you actually like want one of these, and maybe a slightly smaller Skull of Gul'dan, you know what? Let me turn back on the light for this pitch. Okay. Oh my god, it's so bright. So, Hearthstone? Yeah. There we go, that camera. Hearthstone. Skull of Gul'dan, not this big. The ones I'm selling are smaller. But Skull of Gul'dan. I'm gonna go get this signed by Illidan's voice actor. That is the one thing I'm allowing myself to buy at this convention. Because I'm broke otherwise. And then I also have some like Horde and Alliance keychains. I'm gonna post like all of it on Instagram. And these, they're stupid. But I like them. If you do want these, I am willing to ship them. Message me. And you would get 42 stickers then. So, oh, I'm also doing like temporary tattoos of the different buff icons in WoW, and then I have kind of a sample of what the keychains look like. The Horde and Alliance keychains. They're kind of like that, but these ones I printed too thin. I fucked up. But like, yeah, they look like that. They have nice keychain hardware. If anyone watching wants to buy any of this shit, hit me up. I will ship it. I'm trying to sell stuff because I'm unemployed, and also my cats are a little dumb. Well, actually, this one wasn't on them, but they are expensive. They're very sweet and very expensive. Okay, now. This time I mean it. Love you all. Thank you for hanging out. Okay, bye.